Pretty sure we've seen this before, no? I never watched it before?
This is
I think we watched it before.
Daniels. He just got arrested and has somehow managed to sneak a gun into jail.
You have a family at home?
I never seen that actually.
Kids?
Looks interesting.
Pretty old?
And this is where all hell breaks loose. The moment this happens, the entire police station goes into lockdown as officers scramble to make sense of the situation. They have no idea who did this and how something like this can even happen.
Okay, let me pause it. I want to watch this actually. No, I've never seen this before. I mean, imagine thinking I've seen this. If I've seen this, I would have known. I would have known automatically. Ew! No, I put my hand in sauce. Hold on, sorry, chat. Sorry, I'm taking too much time. There's no sweet and sour? Yo, no sweet and sour? Are we fucking dead ass? Brother, I wouldn't order this if there was no sauce. I wouldn't order it if there was. Oh my god, oh my god.
Hollis, on the other hand, was by this time long gone and thought he was going to get away with it. But little did he know his heinous crime was being recorded every step of the way by hidden cameras. Now the chase was on to catch this cold-blooded teen killer.
You know, it's funny. My mom called me and said, "Reed, are you okay? There's been a shooting." And they say it's you. And immediately then I knew I'm going to jail for the rest of my life.
At around 1 a.m. on the 8th of October, Hollis Daniels got into an argument with his friends. Allegedly, Hollis had stolen his friend Leo's gun and at one point even threatened him with it. As Hollis left the house that evening, Leo called the police telling them exactly what happened, and Hollis was pulled over at around 1:30 a.m. Had the traffic stop you're about to see ended even slightly differently, Officer Floyd East Jr. might still be alive to this day.
Hey, what's going on, man? Monster Police Department. Where were you coming from? We got a call about you causing a disturbance.
A disturbance?
Yeah, over at your friend's house. What's your friend's name?
Leo?
Leo?
Yeah.
Okay, why is Leo calling us, telling us you're messing with him?
I have no idea, sir. Because I guess he didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. Do you have any guns or any weapons in the vehicle? Any drugs or anything like that? Step out here and talk to me, man, okay?
Okay. Is that necessary, sir?
Yeah, it is necessary, okay? Just come sit over here for me, okay?
After stepping out, Hollis tells the officers that he did get into an argument with his friends, even getting thrown onto the floor at one point. However, he's adamant that he didn't steal anything from them, especially not a gun. The cops, though, aren't so sure, and want to search his vehicle to prove him wrong.
You don't have a gun inside the vehicle? You have a gun on your person?
No, sir.
No, I've had him down. Yeah, I've had him
You
down.
care if we search your vehicle?
Yes, sir. I probably do.
Yes, sir. You don't want us to search your vehicle?
Yeah, but not because I don't have a gun. I just don't. I'm not consent to that. It's not necessary. I'm on the way home.
No, it is necessary because right now you're involved in an investigation. That's why I'm asking if you have a gun in your phone.
No.
I cannot search your vehicle for a gun.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then hang on to him. I'm going to go there and see what's going on that side, and then I'll be back over here. So, might as well just put him in the back of the vehicle.
Hold on.
All right.
Can you figure out what's going on?
Okay.
As Hollis didn't give consent to search, the officers never ended up looking inside his vehicle. It could have been argued they had probable cause, but in this situation, the officers must have thought it was a gray area and let it slide.
Great.
Sources say that it's very likely Hollis did indeed have the gun with him in the car, and that a search would have likely recovered the weapon and saved Officer Floyd's life. But instead, Hollis was given a friendly send-off and allowed to return back home.
Damn, you said I tried to kill him? Or you said that I said that?
Yeah, that's what he told the other officer. You can carry on with your night, man. Get home safe, buddy. Get some new friends.
Okay, so if somebody says, this guy has a gun. Okay, if there's a report somebody says, this guy just shot his gun in the air and he's going to go around, right? It sucks for the person if this is not true, but they would have probable cause to look through the car, right? I mean, if it says somebody stole something, that does that. I mean, they would have probable cause to look through it, but otherwise the other guy would be lying to the police. It's
The very next evening, a call came in from a student saying that they'd heard a
it's not hearsay. It's a report, dude. It's a report. You know that we operate on good faith in society, right?
gunshot and saw another student holding a gun. The cops, of course, took this extremely seriously, as they were worried that he might harm himself or others on the campus. So at 5:59 p.m., Officer Floyd East Jr. conducted a welfare check with his partner.
Texas Tech Police Department, we're keying in.
Inside, Hollis was nowhere to be seen, but the officers did manage to wake up his roommate, whom they were able to question about Hollis's whereabouts.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Andy.
Andy? Is that who we're looking for?
No, we're looking for Hollis.
I just woke up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. What do you know about your partner that lives in this room down here?
Hollis Daniels?
Hollis? I don't know a whole lot about him. Really. I don't know, I haven't really hung out with these guys a whole lot.
Okay.
Despite the lack of information, though, it wouldn't take long for the cops to find something extremely unnerving that confirms their suspicions.
There's a gun right here. A revolver.
CO2.
Unfortunately for the cops, this isn't the weapon that they're looking for.
Well, CO2.
It's actually just a CO2 gun, and the cops eventually end up coming dry on any real firearms or evidence that one has been discharged here. However, they don't stop on their search, and they instead happen on something that worries them even more.
Probably is some drugs or paraphernalia in there, but we can't tell from plain view, so we'll just go ahead and seize all that.
So do like that. I have the
Those
exact same
pills
almost.
are, but there's another in
pellet
there.
gun.
And when I was looking inside this box, it looks
Wow,
like
go by the young
there's
drug,
a little
like
bag
shooting
with
like
some
cans and shit.
marijuana, maybe.
The cops found small amounts of marijuana and a larger quantity of X concealed in a bottle that was supposed to be for antibiotics. According to his friends, Hollis had recently developed an addiction for X and was illegally obtaining it alongside smoking weed to supposedly treat his anxiety. If that was indeed the case, imagine how nervous he must have felt when he returned home at 6:29 p.m. to see 4 police officers searching his dorm.
Hang on, what's your name, bud?
Come here, buddy. What's up? What's your name? Andreas. No, it's not. What? What's going on? No, what's going on? Come on.
We've already talked to your other 3 roommates. We know what they look like.
Yeah.
That was a good try, though.
Why does it sound like that?
Stand up for me real quick. Do you have any weapons or anything on you? Interlace your fingers on top of your head.
This is the first of 2 searches that will be conducted on Hollis, marking the most pivotal points in this case. From this point onwards, he's never let out of the officer's sight, and he never retrieves a gun from anywhere. It would later come to light that at this very moment, he had a loaded .45 caliber pistol concealed in his waistband. A search should confirm that, but watch what happens when they start to pat him down.
Spread your feet out a little for me. What's all in this pocket?
Money?
Money? Yeah, I can take it out?
Yeah.
Is it okay to just empty out all your pockets while we're doing this?
Do you have?
Don't move your hands.
Do you have, is that necessary?
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't consent to it. No.
Okay.
Somehow, the officers don't
See the gun print, and I'll see.
What's all in this pocket?
Money?
Money? Yeah, I can
What?
take it out?
Yeah.
Is it okay to just empty out all your pockets while we're doing this?
Do you have?
Don't move your hands.
Do you have, is that necessary?
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't consent to it. No.
Okay.
Somehow, the officers don't find
I'll go back later. It's fine. You mean here?
the most pivotal points in this case.
You mean here? I guess.
Should confirm that, but watch pistol concealed in his waistband. A search should confirm that, but watch what happens when they start. shoot one of these. Somehow, the officers don't find the gun that'll be used to shoot one of these officers in just 1 hour from now. But the cops are clearly still suspicious. He gave a fake name and seems extremely nervous while being searched, tentatively asking to avoid searching in certain places.
So what's going on with all the stuff in your room?
I smoked pot sometimes.
What? That's not really how that works, right?
I have a few pills in there, yes, sir.
All that stuff in there's yours?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you don't have a prescription for Xanax?
No.
'Cause that's a lot of Xanax for one person.
While he's not in cuffs, Hollis seems remarkably calm. So while he's relaxed, they ask him a couple questions about the weapons before they throw him in cuffs.
I have. I do have a pellet gun, but it's not loaded.
Yeah, we saw that too.
CO2. Okay. Well,
What do you use the CO2 gun for?
honestly, I haven't even loaded it down here. Back home, we used to just shoot squirrels and stuff. I thought it'd be kind of fun, but then I realized I got here. There's not many squirrels here. You know what I'm saying?
Then we also got a report of a gunshot.
There was no gunshot. In here?
That's what we're told.
By who?
Somebody that heard it.
So yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't. No, yeah, I didn't. I wasn't even here last night. I was over at my buddy 28th Street. What time did the shot go off? Because if you look up the police reports from Officer what's his name? It was Duckworth, Officer Duckworth. We went through this whole thing.
Did he write you a ticket or
He
anything?
didn't write me a ticket. He let me go because the whole situation was they thought that I stole their gun, and so then they went and searched my car. You can look and I see you can look at his what time he pulled me over, and I bet that whatever time the gunshot was reported won't actually because that wasn't.
When the cops checked the reports, it turned out he was telling the truth,
Yeah.
and the body cam from last night's traffic stop backs this story up. At this point, the cops could start to connect the dots. A kid accused of stealing a gun is now being accused of shooting it at university. It could definitely be assumed that something's gone overlooked. Either way, Hollis has been found in possession of multiple illegal drugs, so the cops finally decide to arrest him.
What's the bond and stuff, you know?
I don't know. We'll have to. It all depends on the weight and how much of the pills there are to kind of determine the.
The cops then start a second pat-down, one that Hollis remembers vividly. He says he felt the officer check just millimeters away from the weapon, but somehow never finding it.
But
Hollis
how?
was then escorted from his dorm into a squad car, where Officer Floyd tragically missed another opportunity to stop what happened to him in just 50 minutes. As Hollis sits down in the patrol car, Officer Floyd hears a strange noise.
I'll be transmitting 1-1 mail. What was that big thump? Oh, my handcuffs.
That noise wasn't his handcuffs at all. It was actually the sound of his gun falling down the leg of his pants and hitting the floor. As well as lying through his teeth, he was even able to reach down and fully conceal the gun back in his pants before finishing his journey to the Texas Tech PD. When they arrived, a 30-minute countdown full of tragic and negligent mistakes would begin to take place. At 12 minutes past 7, one of the officers says that if Hollis continues to cooperate, they'll remove his handcuffs.
If you cooperate with me, we'll go ahead and pull these cuffs off a little bit, okay?
And 2 minutes later, at 14 minutes past, the officers make good on their promise and take his handcuffs off. 90 seconds later, Hollis and Officer...
Yeah, but how did he put the gun back into his waistband from the fact that it's on the fucking ground back onto his waist, though? That seems outrageous. In handcuffs?
Floyd enter a room to run through some paperwork.
His ankle.
And are left alone. There is no footage of another search taking place before or after they entered this room together. At 7:44 p.m., Hollis asks Officer Floyd 3 questions.
You have a family at home?
Yep. How many kids?
Pretty old?
It's unclear why he chose to ask these questions. There was no incentive, and all it did was make him look like a complete and total psychopath.
Yeah,
like he
what
wanted
the
him to
fuck?
know the damage that he was about to cause and the lives that he was about to ruin.
But
4 seconds pass
I'm
before he
confused.
reaches into his sock and takes a deep breath. The shot echoed through the station, alerting officers nearby. By the time they arrived, Floyd was already dead, and Hollis was nowhere to be seen. Assuming Floyd's body cam to be the only camera in the room, he grabbed it and fled, with no idea that the entire incident had been recorded on this hidden surveillance camera. Despite the suspect being gone, cops knew there could only be one suspect, and they immediately placed the campus on lockdown and began a 2-hour-long manhunt for an armed teen killer.
658, the PD is not secure. Got an officer down, he's shot in our briefing room. We don't know where the suspect went. He's about a 19-year-old white male, skinny, blue jeans,
is happening?
believe a light
Yeah, this
colored
outrageous
t-shirt.
video.
He had
Like-
mud on his jeans from the knees down.
Blue jeans and a white t-shirt?
Yeah, and he's got facial hair.
Can you relay the information one more time
Yeah.
to our sergeant so we can get all the perimeter units
Yeah,
clear?
searches are usually really thorough though. Like
Daniel's last
gun?
name, first name Hollis.
After securing the area, detailing a full and proper description of Hollis, and searching the campus for a total of 90 minutes, Hollis was eventually found and apprehended without further injury. When he was finally caught, he said cold-bloodedly that he was, quote, the one that shot their friend. He was found
yeah, but did he have the whole thing in his dick? Maybe, like.
carrying Floyd's body cam and a loaded .45 caliber pistol. At every turn, Hollis got as lucky as he possibly could have, while Floyd got the opposite. After being caught, Hollis also told the officers that he'd done something f***ed up and illogical, implying that he had some remorse for what happened. However, a phone call to his family recorded at 11:14 that night showed that the only thing he regretted was being caught.
I'm getting on the phone with a criminal defense attorney. I would really advise you not to say anything.
Yeah, on the cool, I haven't been saying anything.
Huh?
I haven't been saying anything really.
Okay.
But there's pretty solid proof against me, and this is the problem.
I know that, Reed, and I know that you think that doesn't matter, but I'm telling you,
He stole my pose. This is my pose. I made that.
Carrie, you know me,
years
I'm
ago.
not gonna say shit. I supported
stole it.
someone who assaulted me yesterday. I said, no, he didn't assault me. You know me, I'm not gonna say anything that would jeopardize that.
I'm just saying, I love you, and you'll get through this.
Yeah, it's my dumb fault that I shouldn't have done this anyway. I'm stupid.
Hollis's demeanor in this call is, frankly, terrifying. It's almost as if he's talking to his family about the drug charge and not the first-degree murder charge. And the biggest issue on his mind seems to be being kicked out of school.
This may be a little more extreme. I think that they're probably going to kick me out of Texas Tech High School. And I think that they're... Huh?
After this call, he
Probably
was
thinks that
taken
he
by
got away with
police
it.
to an interrogation room, where it seems the reality of the situation finally hits him.
Well, you guys know the whole story. What do you think is the most likely possible outcome?
Well, I don't know the whole story.
I f***ed up.
Well, hold on.
I'm just.
I know it's a bad situation. I got it. Okay.
You know, it's funny. My mom called me and said, "Reed, are you okay? There's been a shooting, and they say it's you." And immediately then I knew, you know, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life, dropping out of college.
You know what? We got to figure this out first, okay?
Yes, sir.
Rightly, Hollis isn't even trying to defend himself.
Wait, he's 19 in
He
high school? Is that
knows
normal?
He's done something horrifying and is going to pay the price for it. But the detectives are still plagued with the question of why on earth he did what he did.
Oh, he's the
So
pagan.
they ask him to recount the moment where he took Floyd's life.
So I got back to my dorm, and there were already police officers in there. They busted me for sex and marijuana, and they took me back to the station, and I just, in my head, I thought, you know, I can't have this third strike against me. This is gonna be it, you know what I mean? Not thinking logically. And so I did something very illogical and regret it deeply, and I don't know ever how I'll ever make up for it. Okay? Does that kind of cover what you're asking?
Hollis seems to be seeking approval from the detectives. It genuinely does seem as though he feels guilty for what he did, as he's putting himself down and asking the detective if what he said is enough.
I was taken back to the police station, and something just clicked in my head, and I said, I can't do this. I can't go back like this. But then I made a worse decision to go back and do something that I thought I could. I'm just ready to go to jail, call my parents. I really would like to call my parents because they're worried to think about me because it's all.
Nah, this guy's hard to read. He's
repeating himself, and all he wants to do is call his parents. Hollis is starting to shut down, overwhelmed with shame, regret, and guilt. The longer this conversation goes on for, the more you have to wonder what compelled him to take that officer's life in the way that he did. And you've got to imagine his parents are thinking the very same
weird. You can just
thing.
bend all the metal where you give a fuck.
Hello, this is Dan.
Hey, Dad, it's me, Reed.
Reed, honey, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm very safe. I'm with some very nice people right now, and I'm in trouble, and I messed up badly.
Oh, Reed, honey, I love you so. I don't even. You'll be there tonight around 11. I'm shaking all over. I can't drive right now. I can't drive right now, but I want to come see you. I want to come see you. What happened? I mean, why would you do something like that? You don't know?
I do know it, and it doesn't make sense, and I'm sorry I brought this disrespect to my family. I'm sorry I brought this disrespect to my family again.
God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what went wrong.
Don't be sorry. It's not you. It's my fault. You did nothing wrong. I did. It's me. And I think they're gonna put me away for a little while, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I'll talk to you when I get there. I love you. Okay.
Yes, sir. I love you, Dad. 25 to life. Plus more because of other stuff. I mean, look.
Like what?
That would be the responsible thing to do, is to give me jail time, and then maybe I can go for parole. But that's just gonna change. Not your problem. It's just gonna change how I have to go about what I'm gonna do.
What?
All of that's up to the district attorney's office.
Oh, this guy's cooked. Forget about it now.
Is gonna give me 25 to life. So yeah. Okay.
You have anything else you want to say?
This guy thinks that it's like a bump in the road or something like that. That's how he talks about it.
But Hollis's motive for all of this, though, would be the biggest mystery of all. Some say it was influenced by his addiction. Some say that he had undiagnosed mental problems, or a combination of the two.
Okay, cool.
At the end of the day,
so what?
it's all speculation. And we can only turn to what he said in court. It doesn't make sense. I thought I was stuck. I thought it was all over. I thought this was an opportunity to go out, to commit suicide. There was no rational line of thought that I had. He also told the court that he wanted to go out with a bang, and that he asked Floyd about his family because he wanted them to be the last thing that he thought about. It seems as though Hollis panicked. He was scared about the consequences of the drug charges, and was influenced by drugs, mental issues, or something else to take the absolute worst route possible.
That wouldn't even make sense though, because he chose to put the gun in, and there was multiple stages at least. The one where he puts the gun on himself, right? The one where he gets searched, then the car, then back inside when he puts it back in, then back inside and then pulling it out. It can't be just a one-time decision. This is an ongoing
After dodging
process.
3 separate searches and almost being caught multiple times, he might have even thought that this was meant to be. He turned a simple possession of narcotics charge into a first-degree murder charge.
He thought he could get away with it.
Now, he's facing the death sentence. When asked why the jury should spare him, he said, "I think it's totally fair to say life for life, but then on the other hand, I think about my family, and the truth is, I'm biased in my own favor. I don't want to die. Not anymore." After deliberating for 3 days, a jury eventually concluded that Hollis should serve life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Oh, Rebozo, I guess. This guy's going nowhere. No, this guy is cooked. It's cooked. Well, his parents look caught off guard and all that, but at the same time, it almost seemed like
I said, do you want to be?
Maybe like kind of loose parenting almost. These guys they don't even automatically talking to him, and it's not like they're some even close to being reprimanding him and whatnot. It's just like I don't know. It's just odd to me. You know what I mean?